Hi, welcome back to Mobile Apps. It's time to talk about state. If you recall, a React Native mobile application is built like a house, each with multiple components that make up the completed project. For a house, there might be a living room, a garage, a few bathrooms, bedrooms, and a backyard. For an app, there might be a homepage navigation menu, a user profile, a login page, a friend newsfeed, a search engine, and more. While components might help build the house, the components of a house are defined, planned, and set from the beginning and difficult to change once the house is built. While it is possible to update, remodel, and change the structure of a house, it can be an expensive process. Even though adding new components to an app is quite a bit easier than adding components to a home, the idea still remains. This is where state comes into play. While components provide structure to a house, the state of the house is what you are used to interacting with on a daily basis. A house can have numerous states: clean or dirty, lights on or off, doors locked or unlocked, temperature warm or cold, and so on. Each of these can be turned on or off, and like temperature, have more than one possible state variation. Plenty of things in the real world have various states: matter, liquid, solid, or gas, electronics, on or off, time, day or night, and so on. The heart of every React Native component is its state. This determines how a component renders and behaves throughout the lifecycle of an app. This allows you to create components that are dynamic and interactive. We can set an initial state for our app to render the first time it is visited, and then write functions that update the state, usually with a press of a button. Every component can have a state defined as an object with specific information. While every component can have a state defined as an object, our apps are still simple, so we will have one state object per app. In this example, the state object is defined as state, and then inside the curly brackets there is a variable, myState, set to a string, hello, I am the current state. This is the initial state. The state can be called using JSX syntax. Remember, JSX allows JavaScript to be written in the XML portion of our app, and because the state is defined as a JavaScript object, we can call the state with curly brackets using the notation this.state. The name of the variable storing the state. In this case, it is this.state.myState. In this example, our render function contains a view parent component and then a child text component. Rather than writing the text directly inside the text component, we are calling the state, which will be a more dynamic piece of data, as we will learn how this data can be updated and changed, instead of having the text always be the same. Here is a simple app in the Code.js editor with an initial state named myState and set to the string hello, I am the initial state. In the render function below, the state is called using JSX syntax with this.state.myState. If we quickly change the state object to hello, I am the new state, run code, the app now renders the new state.